All right, so we'll get started with this podcast now. So we'll talk about a couple certain things we're thinking about. So team draft, like who wants to go first, talking about what they think about their team they have.
I'll go first.
All right, go for it.
Can't wait to hear
Go for
Legend's
it.
story
I
on
think my
this.
team is solid. My quarterback last. The rest of the team is okay.
Yeah.
I'll be pretty decent though, because I got Julio, I got Brown. Henry's a monster. I'm gonna run over everybody with him.
Yeah, I feel like the Titans are one of those teams where like they are like completely win now.
Yeah,
Literally, they're just like
they
the
are
team is put
completely
together.
winning.
All right.
The only thing I got concerned with the team is I got two rookie points that are gonna be starting, and my defensive line is looking a little slow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like as a Titans guy, there's really nothing to be concerned about, especially as like a first year guy. You have a pretty solid user in Rashawn Evans, decent cornerback group, great offense.
Crookshank's a monster, a safety.
Yeah, I know. What,
He is a
94, 94, 95 speed.
All right, Eagles. What do you think about your team?
Oh boy,
You've done a few trades already, and you've moved some things
you've
going
been
around.
making moves
I have,
early in the
I
season.
Ha- I have done a few big trades, trying to just get some cap off my books, get a few old players off.
Yeah, I do like that Brandon Brooks trade, Darius Slay for Minka Fitzpatrick. I think that was
I
a
did like
big-
that.
Yes, that was a huge trade. I definitely did not think would go through. When he said he wanted Slay, I was very excited, especially for Minka.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know you
I
offered
like-
you had the offer to me for Darius
I had
Slay
the
and
offer to
Roquan
you
Smith,
for Yes.
and I kind of had to pull back because Roquan was like my only good linebacker. So I'm
Yeah.
like, and I need to get I need to get corner. I think I'm gonna get corner later on. I'm making some moves
Yeah.
currently that are in progress, but
Yeah.
all right, Loomis, I know you like your Bucks, so
Oh, I'm in love with my Bucks. I've already used them before in a prior league. Ronnie
So-
Jones is my boy.
anyone in the league that doesn't know already, when we had way back when Legend was the commissioner of one league, Loomis tore apart people with Ronald Jones, and that's basically his entire
Liter-
offense. That was it.
Literally, that was like what, the first league I ever joined?
Yeah.
It was literally my offense was only Ronald Jones. Like within the first like 2 weeks, Brady was gone, and I literally purposely tried to I wouldn't say purposely tried to tank the season, but like I wanted the number one like top pick because I knew who I wanted for a
Right.
quarterback,
Right.
which ended up drafting Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson, yeah.
I drafted Zach Wilson in that league. Oh my god, I loved him. But like.
Yeah.
Overall, I think the team's well. Like I have my offensive weapons at wide receiver and tight end, and then my running back with Ronald Jones with Fournette at the second is really good. And then my defense is just ridiculous with
Yeah.
Your one
That
issue
defense
is
is-
going to be that cap situation later on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It will get a little
It'll be
tough.
the cap.
But
Like
that's what happens
I've
with a
already-
good team.
I've already moved my linebackers around, so like I kind of like got an idea of what my plan is. So like I'm gonna run Devin White,
Obviously.
Levante, and Shaq Barrett all at linebackers, and we're gonna be mobbing around, having a great time this season.
Yeah.
Devin White's an absolute monster too.
Literally is.
Monster.
Yeah. I don't know how I
Top
feel
1,
about the
2.
Bears, so having them
Yeah,
because
how,
I
yeah, how do you feel?
My
So-
favorite team.
Yeah, so I hoped for a bad team because I like building up teams, and this is like not a bad team, but I have my quarterback, which is perfect. I got my quarterback situation set up. Fields is good for Madden wise. Obviously, don't
Yeah.
really know real life in NFL yet, but I got Tariq Cohen at running back, who Cohen has fumbling
Stud.
issues and injury issues, but when he's out there, he can be a monster. So I like Cohen. Wide receiving core is very good. I'm working on trying to. I have like 4 really good wide receivers. I'm trying to move one to get that corner because my defense, other than Roquan Smith and obviously Khalil Mack's a monster off the edge, my secondary is rough. So
Yeah, Jalen Johnson. He's good, but very slow.
yeah, he's probably here to stay unless I get a better offer. But I'm gonna work around Jalen Johnson. I'm gonna use True Font for a year if I can get anything out of him, and then work on corners and safeties because I'm lacking speed in the secondary for sure.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I'm gonna pull up now because I'm doing this on stream. I'm gonna pull up these power rankings. So I know we already have
I'll pull them up
our
as well.
ideas on the power rankings. What we think.
Yeah, let's pull up these power rankings.
Yeah, I had power rankings pulled up as well.
I'm gonna go first and say I do not belong at 1. With this Bears team, I probably belong in like this 10 range, 6 to
Yeah.
like 15 range, I believe. But I know some people with their lower rankings have a something to say. So somebody want to go ahead?
I'll
I'll
go.
go ahead.
Oh yeah, legend.
Well, I might be 26. Hey, listen, Embry, when we were in the league before, I know you mopped me up, you whooped my ass, but I could probably be in that range where you are, maybe a little bit below you, but I shouldn't be no 26. Hell no.
Legend
I've
is a
already
playoff
clapped-
team. He's a playoff team from
Yeah, legend
past
is
seasons
definitely
Yeah.
a playoff team.
for sure.
I'll go next. Well, Embry, he's seen me play in that the show league. He saw me with the Steelers, made it to the AFC Championship, lost by 2 touchdowns. That was upsetting. But that Browns guy had a terribly good team, so there was not a lot I could do there. But no, I think I belong somewhere with like the 7 to like 13 range. I think 15 is a little too low.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I
miss it
mean,
at 2.
I definitely shouldn't be 2. I can tell you that by a mile away. I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I'm not gonna say I'm the worst. I kind
Right.
of get an idea. So like, I would like,
the 2 spot. That's what I want to know. Who'd you pay?
huh?
What are we
Who
thinking?
would you put at the 2 spot? Who would you put at the 2 spot?
Who I would put a 2 spot out of what I've seen. Because there are a few people who I don't know.
Scuba
Yeah, that's a
Steve.
lot of-
Scuba Steve is a solid player. I would
Scuba's a
definitely
solid player.
have him up more. And everybody else, like I haven't
Um,
played with him so long that I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
like
either.
there's a few people that I haven't played with in a while.
I heard Walt was pretty good, so I don't know. I think I might put him in the top 10 if he's not already.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
Walt's
hard to
solid.
tell. I mean,
I heard Walt was a tough player.
a lot of people don't really know. I mean, Views has been a while with him and the Chiefs, so depending on how he does with them, I mean, potentially could be number 1.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our thoughts on probably the power rankings. So now, if we want to go to early trades, I will pull up where we have the trades submitted, and this is what we have now for the most
I
part.
can go first. I've done
Yeah.
a few.
I'm gonna be
I've done
right
quite a
back,
few.
so you guys can
go ahead.
talk about it. But
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
sit here
Cool.
and talk about all these Eagles trades that are going through.
I have spent 3 trades. One was an absolute stud trade. I must say my favorite trade was probably the Chad Henne trade. He will start week 1, letting everyone know. Chad
Let's
Henne
go!
Chad Henne will start week 1. If you see, the trade exactly says Chiefs send Chad Henne, aka GOAT. Eagles send entire roster plus picks. So that I feel like that was a little bit of a steal. I think I could have gotten a little. I think he could have got a little more, but I will take the steal. No, it was just a 7th round pick I sent. But I did tell him I
Yeah.
would start him week 1 if he sent me that trade, and he will start week 1 over Jalen Hurts' 84 throw power. So Jalen Hurts, I promise you, is awful. I've played with him a few times in franchises. He is awful. He can't throw the ball more than like 20 yards. So I will not be using him.
What other trades we got going here?
Then the Eagles send Slay. I send Slay and Brandon Brooks. Steelers send Minka and Juju with a 3rd. Definitely my favorite trade. Got way younger and got a lot of big contracts off me.
Yeah, that was like when I saw that go in, I thought it was actually a really well done trade because for you're getting rid of 2 superstars, but you're getting a younger X factor, and that's like
Right.
a halfway decent wide receiver.
Right. And then there were a few other trades. Were there any
Yeah.
other trades?
I think literally there's been ones that have been
Oh.
sent in.
And the
But-
Steelers, hang on, the Steelers one. Send TJ Watt. Packers send A-Rod an 80 overall replacement. That's that's an interesting trade.
I want to know who that replacement is though.
I'm gonna look at that right now. I'm on Madden currently. I'm gonna
Oh.
check that right now.
Packers.
Oh, the replacement 80
I
overall.
don't like that trade the Cardinals did getting rid of Kyler Murray. I'm sorry, I just don't like it. That was
Yeah, I
a dumb
know.
move.
I-
think
What
it's
position?
questions-
What position is TJ again?
Left outside. Or right outside.
Watt is just a pass rusher. You can go either one.
I think it was Rashawn Gary. He sent. I would have to think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think running. I've always thought running back is a very replenishable position.
Oh yeah, you
So-
can put some.
Yeah, trading for a running back, giving up that much, I don't know if that's in my plan, but it was close
Right.
enough, and the guy wanted to move Kyler, so it works out.
Right. That was an interesting trade to say the least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Steelers was
The
Rashawn
Steelers just
Gary.
sent his best players. Yeah, the Steelers just sent his 2 best players.
Yeah,
off.
literally.
That's interesting.
Trying to load it
'Cause-
back up.
In my old franchise, in the show league franchise, he was a very elite. He was 10+ sack guy every year, forced fumbles.
Yeah, I remember
Just,
playing against him in the playoffs
Yeah.
against you, I think, Christian.
Yeah, it was me. It was
And
me.
TJ Watt just ate my team alive, and it was like
Yeah.
it was eating Titus Howard alive. Titus Howard's not great; he's like a star development. That's why I played him, but he's like a 72 overall. But he can wreck games. He can wreck games.
Oh
yeah, no
I
doubt.
also have to remember that entire D line was like 89, 84, 893.
Right. But then you
It's
look
like
at
cool
like
'cause, like-
Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers has some of the best abilities in the game.
He's got the best release plus gunslinger. I mean, he literally is the fastest releasing quarterback in regulars.
Yeah. So,
So
I mean,
that's
get-
interesting.
I guess Steelers wants to win now, but also at the same time, Watt's gone. So we'll see how that goes.
Right.
All right. Well, last thing, does anybody want to give away anybody they're going to take in free agency?
I won't be here for free agency. I will be at the water park. But if I were here,
Listen,
I
I mean, you can't be mad about the water park. Like, fuck, water parks
Yeah,
are
that's-
lit.
I'd go to the water
that's what
park
I'm
for free
saying.
agency.
that's
I would
what I'm
too.
saying. If I had to pick one, there was a guy. It was a cornerback. It was, what is his name? Gary Conley. Garyon Conley. 91 speed, 25 years old, 78 overall.
Yeah. We got
Yeah,
Mitchell
I think
Schwartz.
I would-
We got Mitchell Schwartz out there too. There's a lot of
Listen, that's
changes that could happen.
that's mine that I'm
Especially-
shooting
especially
for.
Especially with the Slay trade, Garyon Conley would definitely be a great pickup, but I will not be here.
I doubt he'll
I'm
be there for a year
literally-
later.
Looking for free agency to
That's the
replace
plan.
Alex Kappa. I get he's young, but he's 75, and I'd rather have a 94 that's 31 that I'll at least get a year or two out of.
Win now.
Right.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for our first podcast preseason. I hope you all have a good season. We'll be in touch with actual league members for guest appearances later on. So thank you, Christian, for coming. Lumisset, thank you for
Yep.
coming. And I'll
Yeah,
see
buddy.
you guys later.
Of course. See ya.
That went pretty smooth, if you ask me.